CWC. It's a mild start to the day. It's towards the very end of October. It's the day that Nottinghamshire goes into a Tier 3 lockdown. So we are slightly restricted. We as Tier 2 have only got limited areas to go. We can't cross into that Tier 3 boundaries. But we're going to go out. It's a very mild start today, isn't it? Really mild, Tomo? Yeah. I'm going to say it's about 15 degrees, or it's going to get to 15 degrees today. So we're going out, and we're going out and doing a 10-mile tempo. Well, you are. So let's go out and let's see what we do, and you can stay tuned and catch us at the end. So whatever you're doing, have a great time, and we'll see you in a bit. Now, so how are you doing?
Hey, working hard.
Working hard, good. But we're out doing it, having fun. Now, as we run this, there is still a chance that the Silverstone half is going ahead. And it is 2 weeks this weekend, but by the time this goes out, it'll be 1 week to go. So, if I look at it from 2 weeks out, I'm trying to put in a reasonably big effort this week, even with some speed work. And so by next week, I'll be sort of toning it down, a mini taper for a half. But last night, bit of speed work, 4 times 2 minutes with 30 seconds recovery, 4 times 1.5, 45 seconds recovery, 4 times 1, 30 seconds, and then 4 times 30 seconds, 15 seconds. A good 20 minutes of running. So if you want to do a good speed session, that is a good one to get your pace up. Okay, great views. When I ran down here in the summer, there was no water at all going down there. Now look at it.
Baby's good to me, you know, happy as can be, you know, she said so. I'm in love with her, I feel fine.
Good morning, everybody. I'm out for another special guest interview, and today's interview is someone who's been very familiar to Long Eaton Running Club. I'm going to say one of the founding members, almost.
No.
You weren't far off, was you?
No.
I'm going to call you one of the old timers. First,
I'm certainly an old timer.
Yeah. So listen, this guy needs no introduction because he's done, I don't know, over 30 years.
31.
Yeah. Okay. 31 years.
31 years.
So
yeah.
This morning, I'm out and about with the legendary Jimmy Willan.
Yeah.
You'll also know him as the musical director for CWC, and I know that a lot of people passed on feedback about how much they like that theme tune,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I know, it's sort of
Catchy.
Yeah. Basically, if you run along and just go chant with Chant, and you come back from your running and you virtually lost it, haven't you? You've got chant, that's it.
Well, I think it's a great song.
Simple.
I think it's a great song, and we're very pleased. But rather than talking about the theme tune, we're going to have a little round and talk about your many years of running with Long Eaton Running Club.
Yeah.
So how did it all begin, Jimmy?
Well, I was doing a summer season and a big campsite. I'm talking about a campsite that can hold 8,000 people.
Hang on, let's talk about summer season. You being a professional entertainer.
Yeah, this was my 19th summer season. Started in 1967, but this was 1986, and I'm in a place called Devon Cliffs, Exmouth. The locals call it Sandy Bay. And the campsite manager got us all together. He says Coca-Cola have sponsored every campsite in Great Britain with a trophy, and they've got to do a 2-mile fun run, and just say this fun run was sponsored by Coca-Cola. Who wants to take charge of it? And all the young ones dipped their head, and I said, I'll do it. So I started training for the campsite fun run, and I loved it.
And that was
Yeah.
the start. That's got you into
I've
the
just
running.
started me running. I was never a runner before, not even at school.
And then, so how did, I guess, what, you're living in Long Eaton at this stage, or Sawley?
I was in Solly, but every summer, me and the wife, up routes. Used to go to summer season. It finished the following year in '87 with my daughter starting school.
But how long have you been at the club then? Because I think you've been at the club 31 years?
Yeah, I finished my seasons in '87 and I carried on jogging. And people don't know, in '89 we only had swimming baths. They then built a sports hall, a cafe and a gymnasium, and they were looking for gymnastics, netball, five-a-side football.
Oh, this is at West Park? Is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
At West Park. So I inquired about a running club, and they said there is one that began in '86, and they're on about doing Tuesday nights here. So I came down and I ran round, and that was June 1986, and I joined, and I was number 16.
Number 16?
16.
Okay, so not founding members, but you're pretty high up the list now, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And let's ask, of those people that were in the 15 places above you, are any of them still involved now?
Yeah, we've still got Ashok.
Ashok's got to be up there, yeah.
Yeah, Ashok and I are virtually exact same. I came down and they said, we've got two guys here who don't know the route.
The same old story.
Yeah, and I took them round, and it was Ashok and his mate Madden, and we've ran together ever since.
And what was it
31
like?
years.
What was it like back then as a club?
Fantastic. We were a bit crazy because we were small in numbers, and we knew how to drink. We were crazy.
It was a very social club.
Oh, because you're small in numbers, everybody knows each other, you know.
Yep. When did you notice the club getting bigger from being a small club where everyone really knew each other to being one of a decent size?
Well, it actually grew. It grew very quickly. We went from 16 runners in 89-90 to 1993 we had 50 runners.
So word had got out.
Yeah, of course, we had to promote by putting things in the local papers, pinning on pubs notice boards, post offices notice boards, newsagents, to try and get people in. And when we got to 50 members, we thought we could stage our own cross country.
I guess it's carried on growing since then, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it carried on steadily. And then we had a junior section, which was popular.
So what are your memories? So if you look back, I think all those 31 years, what when people talk about Long Eaton Running Club, what's it mean to you? What memories does it stir?
Well, memories of what it means. What it means is we're a running club that accepts all abilities, and I like that because I was never busting the tape in first place. I was always just above the middle pack, and we never turned anybody away. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's
I like the, yeah.
a key part of the club, isn't it?
It is. It's something we try to hand down. And
So saying that, Jimmy, you may say you were never, being the first over the line. Yeah, I've got some reasonably sharp times there. I'm going to call out a 1:27.5
Yeah.
in 1993. I think that's a pretty good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got to look back on that one and say,
Yeah, I've still got the Robin Hood t-shirt, and that's my PB for a half.
So your 10k PB of just over 41.
That's a very hard 10k. It starts 3/4 of a mile uphill, but Burton Brewery sponsored it, and they used to give the first 100 runners a free beer.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, there you go. Here we go.
So I'm busting my gut, and I came in about 102.
You missed the beer.
Yeah.
This is very unlike you, Jimmy.
Yeah, that might have been the PB. And I'm hanging my tongue out, saying to the guy, come on. He said, I'm sorry, you're 2 places out.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
I know.
So what memories have you got then?
Well,
For your 31 years.
well,
Cheers, thank
the
you.
memories were, whenever our club ran somewhere, we always found a pub afterwards. We were a right good social club. We started a drunken dash on April Fool's Day, on a Sunday. We had a New Year's Eve run, no, New Year's Day run, with a guy called Jeff Jones,
Yes, I remember that one.
and we never knew where or how long it was going to be.
It was a mystery run.
Some of the guys would get 18 mile and go in a telephone box and phone home and say, come and pick me up. I used to run it in a little kilt.
Oh, you seem to be. I've seen a few photos of you wearing your
Yeah,
kilt and
I used to, well, I did the fun runs.
your
I
Scottish
did it as a
attire.
drunken Scotsman, yeah.
So there always seems to be a sense of fun with your running,
Yeah.
Jimmy. Is that important to you?
Oh yeah. If you don't enjoy it, there's no point in doing it.
And look, you're 71
Yeah.
and you're still going out and still
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah. We get our dark days,
Oh,
the weather and all that.
but generally,
But the
You've
club's
still-
great.
you've still got the motivation,
Yeah.
the enthusiasm.
Yeah. And it's good for me. I do know, for fun and fitness, it's good for you. I see many pals in the local and they can't get out of their car, they can't get up a ladder, they're stiff, and they're in their 50s. So it's good for your health, it's certainly good for your mind.
I recently finished reading a book called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, and one of the key takeaways from that book for me was about how small things can make a big difference. And when I apply that to my running, I absolutely, completely agree with that. Just like having plasters on your nipples when you're in for a long run in the rain can have a massive impact on how well you feel by the end of the run. Or going to bed half an hour earlier than you normally would, or making sure you warm up properly and that you stretch after a run. All these on their own are small things and don't take too much time. But when you put them all together, they can have a really, really powerful impact on your success and enjoyment of a sport that you hopefully will really enjoy and love. So my encouragement to you is to have a think about what small things you've done in the past or what small things you can do now that will have a really big impact in the future. I'd love to hear what you think, so pop your comments down below.
Here comes Tomo, powering past, looking good. Look at that. Great pace. So we're past halfway, Tomo. How are you getting on?
It's hard. It's okay. Okay. Hanging on in there.
Hanging on. Okay, good stuff. Now, you're wondering where we were? We're just coming out of Elveston Castle. Now, if you're looking for places to go for a run, it's worth coming out on a run round here. Some great trails, not the biggest of parks, but plenty to do a few laps on there, and it's no matter what time of year, always pleasant to see. Oh, we're still going, still looking good, still looking very strong, and we heading back now. We've just stopped, Tomo. It's just bashed out a 10-mile PB. Smashed it there, Tomo. You had to work hard for that. There was nothing in the tank at the end, but I'm going to say, was it about a 4-minute PB?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big chunk, that is. Amazing. Wow.
5 minutes, I think.
A 5-minute PB. Crikey. I can't remember the last time I got a PB. I think you're going back to 2009. However, you don't give up, you keep going. I still reckon I could get one on the 5k. Not the half marathon, maybe the 10k, but definitely the 5k. But it's all about Tomo. Well done, Tomo. That is a clean sweep of PBs and all the October time distances. Brilliant. Now, not many people have been in here, but this is where the magic takes place.
Yeah.
This is the home of Jimmy Willan, Music Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's legendary. There's Esther Ranson, there's Ken Dodd.
Yeah.
These are people that you have mixed with over the time. Unbelievable.
Well, that was me giving a long eating running check to Esther Ranson, because we raised a lot of money for Childline, and we got honoured to go along and meet her in person and present a cheque. Yeah.
Who's this young man here?
That's me. Yeah.
Look at that.
Who's that?
No idea, no idea, some random.
That's Jet Harris of the Shadows.
Oh, this is the company that Jimmy mixes with. And look at it.
Mr. Edwin Starr there, yeah. But I don't take pictures of everybody.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Now, Jimmy's a man that has travelled the world. He's entertained countries all around the world. So he's a good person to ask. That we ask 3 questions on Chat with Chant. And the first one is, Jimmy, when you look back on your running career,
Yeah.
any races that stick out as that was my favourite race?
Yeah. It was 1995. I went back to Glasgow. Haven't been back in the city for quite a long time. And I ran round. It's called the Great Scottish. It's a very hot day. I started out after a mile. My time was down. After 2 mile, my time was down. So I just kicked back a bit. And I loved running out from the city out to Ibrox Stadium and back. Fantastic. And when I got my official certificate and my medal and that, out of 8,000 runners, I was 999.
Oh, well done.
So I broke the 1,000. Yeah.
Question 2 is, when you go for a run now, what distance do you like to run?
I would say 4 mile or 5 mile. From where I live in Solly up to Shardlow, back along the canal. That's my favourite run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice run.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of options, haven't you, to get out and about.
Yeah.
And third question we ask, and as I said, you're someone that has been all over the world.
Yeah.
So, if you had a favourite place to run?
Yeah. Well, you're quite right. I've been 3 times around the world before the age of 20 with piano
So you've been 3 times around the world
3 times
before
piano,
20. Wow.
playing piano. And I'd honestly say the Western Highlands of Scotland, Isle of Skyway, absolutely stunning. Stunning place to run. Oh,
So you've been all over the world.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the Highlands of Scotland.
the West Highlands, yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Now, if you get the opportunity to go for a run with legendary entertainer Jimmy Willan, you're going to hear stories of travels all over the world.
Yeah.
If you get a half an hour chance to go for a run with Jimmy, you're going to find out a lot about a very entertaining life.
Yeah.
Jimmy, it's been a blast out running with you. Let's hope that your running carries on, and good luck.
Good then. Yeah, I'll see you down the club.
Cheers, Jimmy. That was probably about 11 3/4 miles. So a good blast out there. Tomo, it was all about you today. How was it?
Hard.
Well, it's going to be hard. You're going to take 4 or 5 minutes off your fastest ever 10-mile routes. It's going to be. But you did it. You smashed it. Really good. Well done, Tomo. Well, guys, look, I hope you enjoyed the interview with Jimmy Willan, musical director. And whatever you're doing, enjoy your running, and definitely stay safe out there.